Okay, good morning, everyone. This is a oil pastels class. So you should have, I think, 12 colors: yellow, orange, red, pink. And if you don't have these colors, let me know because we can mix two and make one of them. Then you should also have this peach. It's very light pink, dark green, light green, blue, brown, black. Some of you might not have gray, but I put it in here just in case. Gray. Purple. Some of you might not have purple, but you can make blue and red. It will make purple. And then, of course, white. So this is your full list of colors. It's okay if you don't have all of them. That is okay. I'm going to put them back down. And then, of course, you need some paper. The thicker the paper, the better. Mine is pretty thick. Hello, hello. Mine is pretty thick. If you're using thin paper, that's okay too, but be very careful when you're coloring because it might rip. Just go very slowly, go very gently. So this is our picture today. I did not take this picture, someone else took it. It's a nice sunset on a frozen river. We don't need a pencil today, so we can just start sketching. I'm going to take my orange. The first step is to get your orange pastel. If you don't have orange, you can use yellow. These two are okay. Pick one. We will begin with the horizon line, which is where the sky meets the ground. So this line, we're going to sketch these big areas in. So you can do it lightly or heavily, doesn't really matter. I'm going to draw across just a rough line. Notice how it kind of curves up. I'm just drawing the tops of the trees. So right now we are just sketching, so take your time. This is the top of the horizon. And then now I'm going to do you see this winding river path? This S shape, or maybe two. We're going to sketch the top of that and then also the bottom of that. So leave a little bit of space. So that's this curve. And then just string it all the way to the edge of the paper. And then same with this side. You want to make this pretty wide, so pretty tall. So it's a very small curve. Okay, so hopefully now we have the biggest part of the images filled in. So that's the river over here and the top of the sky. With your orange, you can start to sketch the little things inside of it. So where does the snow end? How tall are the trees and everything? So I'm going to start with the trees and just draw the bottom of the tree. So there's a black, it's almost like just a black line. Draw the bottom of that black line. And then now on this side, I'm going to draw the edge of the land. So it might be a little bit hard to tell. So let me see if I can show you on the screen. I'm going to draw this edge now. Actually, no, sorry, just that edge. So it'll be over here a little bit. And then connect it with the line. Okay, and then next, I'm going to sketch out these rocks at the bottom left corner. There's actually a lot of things going on, but you can just kind of make it random. Just to draw something in the corner will make it more interesting. So I'm going to just draw a bunch of snow-covered rocks in the corner and we'll be good. I'm just sketching the top of the rocks. Okay, and whenever you are ready, we're going to switch colors. We're going to switch to a yellow, and we're going to start coloring now. So this is the fun part. Yeah, so switch the orange for your yellow pastel. If you don't have yellow, white and a little bit of orange will work as well. What we're going to color is we're going to start with the sky, but starting when we are working with pastels, I like to always start with the brightest areas because you can always go over them. If you start with the dark, it's really hard to put the lighter color on top. So we're going to start with the yellow sunset. First, I'm going to sketch out where you see the sun. It's kind of has these lines going up and across everywhere. So I'm going to put that in there. Just some random lines. And then you can just fill in the rest. It's kind of just the very bottom of the sky. And yes, you can draw over the tree area. So fill it in until you hit the bottom of the horizon. And don't just fill in the yellow parts. Do you see where this orange starts to come in around the edge? That's where you also want a little bit of yellow too, because we are going to blend. So this is the area where you should have a little bit of yellow. So everything inside here, make sure you have some yellow on the page. And I'll show you what that looks like. So here, I press hard and then fill in all these little holes. On the outside, you can sketch it very, very lightly. So it gets lighter as you get to the outside. Okay, and the next step is we're going to add orange to our sky. So bring back the orange. So now we're going to go back to the orange. And actually, the whole sky has orange in it. So we can start wherever. I will start at the top and then work my way down. And starting at the top, I'll press pretty hard. I'm just leaving a little bit of space on the edge to make sure I don't draw on the table. That's it. But you can go to the edge if you want. Another tip is if you have a lot of space to cover, you can just hold the pastel like flat and then just draw that way. So you can hold it flat on the table and then just drag it. Mix a little bit faster. Hopefully we are ready to move to the next step, which is blending. So take your yellow now, and we're just going to blend. Do you see all these little holes in here? It kind of looks like texture. We're going to smooth all of it out with our yellow. So with the lighter color, I'm going to start from the center and then just blend outwards like that. Like that. And just keep doing it across. Okay, and next we're going to darken some of the sky in the corner here because it's so orange. Let's bring in some of these pink and purples. So I'm going to bring out my purple. This is purple. If you don't have purple, you can use blue and red, or just one. It's really up to you, but we're going to use purple. So just up here in the corner, this little triangle area, you can add a little bit of that purple in. I'm going to clean my pastel first because I notice it's a little bit muddy everywhere. So I'm just going to take any tissue paper and just wipe off the extra colors that are not supposed to be there. Okay, and it's a little bit better now. Purple. Okay, I'm going to just hold it sideways flat and then just drag it down. You want to add a little bit at a time, almost to the edge. We're going to use many, many colors all at once. So purple, orange. I'm going to switch to my orange and blend. So first add a little bit of purple and blend these holes smoothly into the orange. I'm doing circles. It's going to be a lot of blending. So take your time. Then get your pink. If you don't have pink, white and red will be your friend. You'll just have to do twice the work, unfortunately. But get your pink. And do you see where all these orange parts kind of become almost reddish? Just along the middle area. We can add a little bit of pink to make the sky look cooler. So I'm going to take the pink and just add a little bit of that. You can test it out and see how it looks. And then just continue. Basically just between the purple area and the orange area. add a little bit of this pink hue. Because this is in winter, we want the sky to look a little bit like it's been frozen over. Right now it is too warm. So see, all this has a little bit of pink in it. Okay, and now the sky is mostly done. It is done. We're going to move to the bottom half. So for the bottom half, the two first colors you'll need are pink and orange. The purple will come back later, but just need pink and orange right now. And first, we're going to start with pink. So we're going to break this picture into different pieces. We have this piece of land over here. So just that, this little, almost like puzzle piece. This will be pink over here and a little bit of purple and blue on this side. So starting with the pink, just fill out this area and all of it as well. And then now I'm actually going to introduce blue. So once you have filled in this shape, please get the blue color. And I don't know if you can see this, but on here there are some shadows. Like this shadow over here, and then along the edge. And generally it's pretty dark when it gets to the side. So you're going to take the blue and darken the pink a little bit. So I'll show you. I'm going to hold it on the side. First clean it. Some orange on here. Just adding a little bit of blue on the top. And especially just around the edge. And you just want to blend. So switch between blue and pink pretty often. After you've put the blue in, take some pink and blend. Okay, next, I'm going to take black. We're just going to wrap up this corner over here. Get your black ready, and we're just going to fill out the top part of these trees. So over here. And when you're coloring it in, try to draw in the texture of the trees. So it's a little bit fuzzy. You can go back and forth, left, right, left, right. Small little motions. Because you don't want the top of the trees to look too smooth. So just back and forth like zigzags. But very small zigzags. And a little bit under the sun as well. So there's that tree, line of trees in the middle. Don't forget to add that. Okay, next, we're going to draw in these little dark shapes. I'm not sure what that is, but let's call them shadows that are in this area. So I'm talking about this, that, and also the trees, the reflection of the trees. So how you're going to do that is you're going to take your blue and just add a few marks where you see these shadows. So over here, I'm going to draw this shadow. It's going to look a little bit weird for now, but it'll make sense. And then also this one. And just a couple more of these like snowy shadows in the lake. And over here, I'll outline the shadows so it's a little bit easier to see. Hold on just a second. So the shadow area is going to look a little bit like this. So this entire chunk we'll add in with our blue. Just very lightly, not pressing too hard. Very, very light. And when you are done with the blue, take the pink and blend all the blue with the pink. So just like how we did over here, do the same thing. So just put the pink right on top over the same areas. So you get this nice purple color. Okay, so the pink, blend the blue. And then once you're done blending all of it out, oops, you can take your orange and fill in the rest of this lake. So starting at the top, and if you feel it's a little too dark, you can take your yellow and press hard and just make sure you smudge that orange out. In fact, I would just continue with the yellow and then cover all these bright areas first. So now I'm just using yellow. And then back to my orange. When you get to the bottom, fade the orange into it. Don't press all the way down because we will need to blend with some other colors. And you can add a little bit of orange between these shadows. As long as you get the pigment in there, then that's good. So that was just yellow and orange. Now back to the pink, and we're going to blend all these white spots out in the lake. So everywhere that you see a little bit of white or emptiness, fill it with the orange, or I mean, sorry, the pink. So over here, and I'm just closing the gaps. Okay, and next we finished the right part of the picture. Actually, you know what? Let's add some more details. So everyone please get your white. Now we're going to add some highlights to make these two colors a little bit different. So I'm going to take the white, and do you see where all these bright areas, that's what we call contrast, right? We're going to add a little bit of white in between these shadows to make them stand out more. So with my white, I'm just going to go over these areas, especially where it's under the sun. So under the sun, this area tends to be pretty bright because it's a reflection. Take some purple and see if I can darken the edge of the snowbank over here. So just trying with some purple. And I'm just outlining the highlights. I think that should be good for now. So let's move on to the left side. On the left side, there is a lot of cooler colors, so blues and purples. So let's get those colors ready. Blue and purple. I'm going to start with the blue. And everywhere you see a shadow, so everywhere that you see this dark purplish color, we're going to add a little bit of blue. So almost everywhere, maybe except for these areas and then the tops of these. But we'll worry about that later. So I'm going to fill out this first, holding the blue flat and just dragging it across. Once you have some blue added, take some purple and add a little bit of purple too. Mostly near the tops because we have these darker pieces of grass. So blue and then purple. And then now take the pink and blend, just like how we did over here. Do the same thing over here. And then next, I'm going to add a little bit of orange actually to the top of this piece to show the sunlight hitting through the grass. So just a little bit of orange near the top. And if you want to make anything darker, just take your purple and go on top of the areas you want to make darker. So for example, I'm going to make the grass and the bushes look a little bit darker. So I'm going to take the purple and just go over the areas that I want to darken. Just very lightly. Okay, and then what we just did, do the same for all of this area. So wherever you see the shadows, so this bluish color, you're going to add a little bit of blue and maybe some purple. So I will begin from the top. So for example, notice what I just did. I put mostly the blue on this side because I saw the shadow. It's just half of this object. And it doesn't have to be exactly the same. Just have some bumps and um, crevices, so like these holes, and then it will look the same. Because we just don't want it to be one flat area, or else it might look a little bit boring. If we have all these rocks here and bumps, it'll look like there's something there, and that makes the picture look interesting. So now, if you have done the blue, do the same thing we just did, and take the pink and blend the blue. And I want you to fill out all of this area except for these highlights. So just on the outside of the rock, leave that a little bit empty. So notice how I'm leaving a little bit of white on the top. We're going to come back and fill that later. But just take the pink and keep blending the blue.
Oh, Jane, this is really, really nice.
Oh, hello, May. Thank you.
Oh, very, very nice. Holy moly. This will be great for the art exhibition.
Yeah, it would. Okay, and the next step, but please take your time first. If you're not done, just keep blending. The next step is to blend these white areas using the peach color. So this is the peach color. It's a very pale pink, almost a little bit orange. But if you don't have this color, either white or yellow will work. But if you have this, please use this. If not, these two are okay too. So white or yellow. So I'm taking the peach and I'm just going to fill in these white areas. Just like that. And be careful not to blend everything because it will look like everything's smooth, which is okay. But if you want the sharp edge, try to just blend the bottom. So this was just blue, pink, and peach. Now that it's all blended, we can come back and add these dark shadows. So this is where the snow does not fall and there's no light hitting it. So it's very, very dark. You can use purple, or if you don't have purple, you can also use black. But because the black is very, very dark, just go slowly. Okay, now I'm going to take the purple, my darkest color, and carve in these dark areas. They won't be as dark, but that is fine as well. Okay, the last few steps. Obviously, we have the trees that we still have to draw in. But before that, I'm going to use some white. And do you see in the picture where this part is almost very like dusty pink, and over here it's kind of dark? I'm going to use the white and bring back some of these bright colors. So with the white, I'm just going to, first I'll clean it. And then I'm just going to follow, especially if you see this light orange line that's going across. This is very nice. I'm going to try and bring that back in. Oops. So just bring back the brightness over here in the corner. And then same here a little bit. There's that bump. Okay, once your white is done, this is the final step of our picture, of our drawing. You're going to take your black and try to find the sharpest edge on it. So not holding it like this, but trying to find the edge where you get a fine line, almost like you're drawing with the pencil. And we're going to draw the trees. So I'm going to start with the far left corner. Just add very, very fine lines. I'm holding my pencil, my pastel very lightly. Just let it drag across the top. And with trees, I just draw the trunk first, so the very middle part, and add a few hairs for the branches. I'll do these pretty quickly. And another tree. There's a lot. So you can take your time and even finish this after class. But I'll just draw in this one last tree. They can be bald for now. But yeah, if you are going to finish this on your own time after class, just add a little bit of short, quick marks for the top of the trees. If it's all lines, it kind of looks barren. You can add some of these small, tiny marks here and there. Okay, and I believe we are done for today. So thank you for coming. And if anybody wants to share their work, that would be great too.
Wow, yeah,